Don't miss a beat, stay tuned tight. The best of the best, shining bright. Tune in now, it's not a game. Today Ghana News, it's your clan. Time with Francis, a unique delight. Don't miss the magic, shining bright. Tune in and see the best of the best. Today Ghana News, you'll be impressed. And every week, a new adventure. Francis Jalil, we're ready. From the beach to the dance floor. Don't miss a beat.
Hi everyone from all over the world. Thank you so much for joining me on the show, Time with Frances. I am your host. My name is Frances Ja. And I would like to take this opportunity to say this. Former First Lady Nana Akufo-Addo Rawlings passed away yesterday afternoon. I pray that her soul rests in perfect peace. Okay, so on that note, you already know the show is Time with Frances. I am here every Friday live, okay? So don't forget to join in, tune in, and you already know it's an interactive show. It's interesting, it's educative, it's informative as well. We bring only the best for you guys because you guys are the best. And the program is sponsored by Centrica. Centrica has a perfume, original perfume, and if you want songs shade like mine, what I'm wearing, please follow them on TikTok, Centrica, Instagram, Centrica. They ship worldwide, okay? And also they're in Accra as well. So if you want to look like how I'm looking today, how do I look, guys? You love it? All right, if you love my shade, and just hit them up, and they will definitely bring you at your doorstep. Thank you guys so much. The show is Time with Frances. Time with Frances is live every Friday via Twitch, on satellite, on Facebook, YouTube, links are all on TodayGhanaNews TV. Okay, so don't forget, we're streaming live all on this platform. And also we're live on our social channel, Hing FM 93.5, Hing in the Eastern region, Kings Radio in Accra, Jeffrema TV at Wara in OT region. We have Second Information Center, shout out guys, at the Tatale, Northern Ghana, at the Lema Community Information Center. At Mkwanta and Fans TV, we are also live on Aflow in the Volta region. Thanks to everyone that is tuning in all over. All right, so let's get into business while we're here. We have a guest. And today, first of all, time we're doing politics on Time with Frances. It's our first talk on politics. Yes, because our guest is actually a politician. Hello? Let's find out after this break who our lovely guest is. I'll be right back, don't go anywhere.
Hello, abusiafo. Centrica ewo niema papa ma edimechi ne nkwohwe. Sebani signature sentence so Centrica ewo homai eba no shade so a free Centrica ewo 027 0042568 and 0552 837247. Centrica follow no ewo TikTok social media handles nyina. TikTok eye Queen Gina 618 and ne Centrica say all your good smell and all your fragrance, we got you covered. Centrica ewo in Sawam off Accra Road ne so wa frena begu screen yi so you know fin shao obe deliver ma kama ene kosi December we your rani promo ne obe to be obeche perfume bako.
Welcome to the Pretty Unisex Salon, where beauty meets confidence. At the Pretty, we bring out the best in you with our professional services like stylish braiding, elegant fixing of weave-on, relaxing pedicure, stunning acrylic nails, flawless makeup, gentle hair washing, and perfect touch-ups to keep you glowing. Step into the Pretty Unisex Salon today. Your beauty, our passion. We are right located at Agbogba Ashoman Road, close to Gold Avenue School. You can equally call us on 0240-796422 or 0261-740678 to book your appointment. The Pretty Unisex Salon. Good, look good and feel good. Welcome back. It's Time with Frances. I am your host. My name is Frances Jai. If you're tuning in, the program is live at Twitch, on satellite, Facebook, YouTube, links are all on TodayGhanaNews TV. I'm also streaming live. We're also streaming live from our associate channel in FM 93.5 at Akinhima. In the Eastern Region Radio in Accra, we have King's Radio in Accra, Jeffrey TV at the Aurora in Otis region. We have the Sekina Information Centers. Shout out to you guys there. At the Tetele, Northern Ghana, at the Landmark Community Information Center, at Nkwanta and Vance TV. Also at the Aflo in the Volta region. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate them making time with me, your host, Frances. And today's guest is the chairman of the NDC Forum in Russia. So let's meet Mika Zing.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Mika. How are you? Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for having me. I'm good. And good evening or good day to all your cherished viewers and listeners worldwide.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, meet Mika. Mika is the chairman of the NDC Forum in Russia. So tell us, what is this Forum? What is it about?
Yeah, good day once again. The name is Micah.
Oh, Micah. Sorry, I beg your pardon.
That's not a problem. So the name is Micah, and I want to say good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all Forum members and all NDC members across board, especially my comrades here in Russia with me, and to also say an official welcome to our ambassador, who happens to be the Secretary General of the National Pro Forum in Ghana, and now here with us in Russia. So it's a good thing to have him here, Dr. Kuma Sifakir. And also my condolence to the family of Mrs. Rollins. The party is mourning, of course, but whilst we mourn, we have to work alongside. So my condolence to the family and also to the party in general. Now, back to your question. So the Pro Forum, as it is always known. It's a dynamic platform for professionals of the party, all form of professionals in various fields or various industries across various countries or in the diaspora that come together more or less like to converge, to collaborate, and to cultivate knowledge purposely for the development and growth of the party. We have different professional wings or groups of the party as well. Sometimes people, confuse or more like mistake the pro forum to mean other kind of platforms. For example, we have a platform that have the lecturers and all that, but the pro forum is entirely different from that. But it's basically the professional wing of the party. Thank you.
All right. Okay, that's a brief one. Thank you very much. So, how does your organization engage with the government officials?
Thank you very much. So, as a Pro Forum, we also have we are a wing out of the National Pro Forum. So we also have our leaders, our president, may his soul rest in peace, Honorable Sampiali, who passed away last year. But we have the vice president who's acting at the moment and the secretary general, among other leaders. So we are working under the leadership of the National Pro Forum. And we communicate more or less like with this executive anytime we want to get in touch with government. For example, in terms of projects, in terms of discussions or contribution in diverse ways to the development of the party and the country at large, we communicate with the leadership of the National Pro Forum. And they also tend to advise us on what we can do to improve our wings across the diaspora, not only the wing in Russia, but we have Pro Forum chapter in the US, in the UK, in China, and across other countries. And we also have the wings across various regions in Ghana. So we communicate through the leadership of the National Pro Forum. Then they communicate directly with the government on our behalf.
Oh, okay. So, how does the organization like mobilize support for the causes, like what you do? How do you mobilize it?
So, as a professional wing or let's say body of the party, one way of gathering resources or mobilizing support is through our comrades, our members. So we have we pay dues, of course, monthly dues from members. We also get contributions or donations from supporters and well wishers, and even some of our comrades who think that it is important to support our activities. So they contribute to it. And we also try as much as possible to appeal for funds from business organizations, philanthropies, and organizations that are willing to support us in order to run our activities more or less like, for example, if we have conferences or we have engagement or more like programs with government, or we even want to support government in terms of campaign and all that, we get the support through first our dues that we pay, and also second the contribution from other members or philanthropists that want to support our activities.
Okay. All right. Let's get a bit personal with you. What motivates you to work in this field? Is it something you always wanted to do while growing up? Or is just by the way it came and the opportunity came and you just grabbed it?
Yeah. To be honest, this is something that I've always wanted when I was growing up. I had wanted to be, I don't see politics as a profession, of course, it's not. To me, it is, leadership is something that it's like it was ordained by God himself, right from creation. So when you are growing up and you see that you have some form of leadership skills that, people begin to see the way you act, the way you communicate, and the way you engage with people. And they begin to tell you, oh, you'll be a good leader, you can do this. So I've always wanted to be a leader, and even right from primary, I've held several, school leadership positions to university level and up to date. So it's not something that just came by chance, but it's something that I've been cultivating for quite a long time through my academic journey, through my professional journey, and up to this day. So I admire good leadership, and I wish to be one, and I'm working towards that. And that's some of these positions are things that are helping us to grow in our leadership career. So that's why I took it. So it's not by chance. It is not because the opportunity was there and I took it, but I've been making preparation towards
But why
post
politics?
this.
Why not maybe an organization or maybe a youth? Some say I don't know. But why NDC? Why politics? Why do you have any politician in your family? Like, are your family members are they strong NDC supporters and stuff like that?
Of course, I took inspiration from my uncle, who is a seasoned politician, and I learned a lot under him. I still learn from him because he's somebody I look out to. He's like my mentor when it comes to politics. But why NDC? Because it is the ideologies of the party kind of mirror what I believe in. Because what I believe in, what I think that society should be, how society should be governed, and what should be done to improve the socio-economic conditions of people is exactly what the NDC is. And you can attest to the fact that even in recent time, many young people align more to the NDC now because of what they see, that the things that we do. So the NDC is a party for the youth. The Green Army, of course, it's something that not only gone are the days they used to say that NDC doesn't have intellectuals, NDC doesn't have professionals, but you can see that today the story is different. And these many youth are attracted to the party because of the good things we are doing alongside the professional development that the party is giving out for young people. And that is one of the reasons why I kind of, want to be with the NDC, and I am with the NDC for life. Why politics? Because there's a saying that if you choose not to be a leader and think that no, leadership is for other people, you are likely to be led by the wrong people. And that is why I don't want to sit behind and let others lead. If I have the qualities to lead, why not take the mantle? Every day we complain society is not good and everybody is blaming the politician for not doing things right. We can all also govern. We can all also lead. So that's why I took the initiative to lead, not just to sit behind and people lead and I keep complaining, but to also contribute my part to changing the very situations that we don't like. And that is the main reason why. One of the best ways to do that is to, enter into politics. That doesn't mean that you just have to sit aloof and wait until you are given a political role to lead. We can all lead in our very small way, either in school, even at home. In our families, we need leadership. So this did not just come because it's a political role, but I was, learning the act of leadership right from beginning. And now here am I today. So it is not just about politics as it is, but it's about leadership. And that is what I see it.
Okay, talking about leadership, then let's get into that. What qualities do you think are most important for effective leadership in your organization?
As a professional wing of the party, uh, and even any form of leadership, be it politics, academic, or whatever. One key quality of a good leader is listening, the act of listening. If you are a good leader and you don't listen, you will not be able to, because you have to be slow to speaking and more of a listening person, because the more you listen, the more you gather ideas to know what to do at what time and at what particular circumstances. So I think a good leader should pay more attention to listening to what is happening, not necessarily from people within your circle, but even the people outside your circle. Because the people within your circle may not tell you the things that uh, you should be told. But the people outside your circle, the people who you think that don't like you more, may say the things that could help your leadership. So act of listening is number one for me. The second thing of a quality of a good leader should be transparency, and that is exactly what the current government is trying to do in Ghana.
Really? Are you sure?
The John Mahama-led administration is trying to let us understand that transparency is the hallmark of a good leader.
Has there
And
been transparency so far?
so far, you can tell me.
Not everything, right? But they try it. Let's just
We cannot. I will not say they try. I think for so far, so good. I'm not just going to say that because it is NDC. No, but I think that if we want to be honest, the John Mahama-led administration, the second John Mahama-led administration, has been transparent so far with a lot of things that are happening in the country. We saw this in the past administration. A lot of things
So
were
what can you say that so far it's transparent? Since you're saying the John Mahama has been transparent, what can you tell us that is transparent?
number one when they handed over power to them. They told us the affairs of the country that they've come from, the economy of. They told us everything and made us to understand that it is not going to take us a day or two to come out of such kind of wounds, but it's going to take us time. They could have kept quiet. They could have told us, oh, everything is rosy, but they made us understand that the country is not.
No, they can't tell us everything is rosy because they took from an opposition. So they
Yeah.
always have to they have to be transparent
but
with
of course.
the coffers or whatever like those people left. So that's for me, I feel they just want to expose the NPP.
No, but it's not about exposure. Politics should not be vindictive. It should not always be about talking bad about opposition. Politics should not always be that. And that is what he's trying to tell us. That he told us about that. For example, when it comes to the currency, when the currency was performing better and everybody was talking, he was clear and told us that, look, this is what is happening now, but this is not the right state of the value of the currency. It will definitely get to a right state. So when it was increasing, he told us again that he already made us understand that the value of the currency is not at what it is, but it will come to a certain level that we will all think it is, at a good level. And they even told us what the finance ministry was doing. Aside from that, the fight against Galamsey. Of course, many people are not happy so far, but the government has been clear. Day in, day out, they tell us they are doing, and they themselves admit that they are not there yet, but they are doing their best to get there. So our government so far is not hiding things from the public, especially several, important things. They are trying to let us know that, to know the difficulties, to know the good things that are happening, and also to tell us the solutions we can use to come out from these rooms. And I think that so far so good. We've been transparent enough, at least
So we're waiting for all the
compared
solutions.
to other governments.
Hopefully, we'll see solutions.
For sure.
Problems.
For sure.
All right, so I want to ask you a question about you talk about your team. How do you approach building a strong team within your organization? Like, how do you get mobilize people to around you to be like your strongest team? Because I know that yes, it's a big organization, but how do you get people? It's not everybody that is meant to lead. So how do you pinpoint that this person is going to be my circle of leadership? How do you mobilize them to be a strong team?
Yeah, with the Pro Forum, we take precedence from our national organization, the National Pro Forum. As a wing, we don't act in isolation. We take guidance and also responsibilities more or less like from the National Pro Forum. And we have a constitution that depicts or dictates how leadership of the Pro Forum should be by voting, even by appointment and everything. The constitution tells us. So ordinarily, as a wing, we should be conducting elections where, candidates will pick up forms, campaign, and members of the Pro Forum will see the policies that you are bringing in on board as a leader in order to vote for you or not. So that is what we're supposed to do in order to select our leadership, right from the president to the list person in the executive group. Like I said, we have a formidable wing when it comes to the UK, the US, China, and others. Some of the other Pro Forum organizations are yet coming up, and we are part of the Pro Forum group that is quite doing well so far, and attention has been shifted to us.
Why do you think you are the only Pro Forum group doing well so far?
I'm not saying we are the only. I'm saying we are part of the
current. Oh, you're part of the ones doing well. Okay.
Yes, the upcoming Pro Forum group. I'm saying that UK, US, and China has a formidable Pro Forum group. The rest are up and coming because of numbers and order. But I'm saying that in recent times, our wing, the Russian wing, is doing quite well, and we're gaining some kind of attention.
Is it because you're the chairman, or
not necessarily because I'm the chairman? It was doing well before I took over. It was because the previous administration tried to, push for there to be some kind of light towards us, people to see us more. There was more visibility towards us before I took over. I took over at the time when things are quite well because we are in government, so many people will hear about you, many people will invite you for programs. But in general, I think the most important thing to ensure that you have the people backing you is power of delegation. As a leader, you should be able to delegate, because if you want to hijack everything, many people will not want to ride with you. So the ability to get the other leadership to know that we do this together, we take ownership of everything together. So let's push this. So they are performing their roles and assisting each other in doing their roles and getting the rest of the comrades behind us in our programs and even our discussions. And most of the times, we hold a lot of programs online because many people live in different regions, different states in Russia. So just once a while, within a year, 2, 3 times that we are able to gather together. But mostly we conduct our activities online, and it's been good so far because the members understand the values and the ideas behind the formation of the Pro Forum, and also the executives are up and doing, especially when it comes to power of delegation.
All right, so let's talk about your members. Your members, are they like, I hope the voices are heard. Okay, so how do you engage the members and ensure the voices are heard within your organization? Or is just what you say goes?
Not at all. That's one thing I said. As a leader, you are a servant. So one thing we should learn, I mean, I'm still learning, of course, but one thing I've learned so far is that being the chairperson or the president doesn't necessarily mean that everything you say must be followed. No. That is why it is a body. And all of them have agreed to give you the power to govern or to lead them at one particular point in time. So their voices have to be heard. So we take decisions together. I don't sit in my room or in my office and decide, okay, because I'm the chairman, let's do this and it's final. No, every idea is brought on board, first of all, for the executive to deliberate and even see if this idea is feasible enough. Then we bring it on board to the General Assembly to discuss. So if the General Assembly approve that, yes, this idea is a good idea, then we go ahead. For example, we have a General Assembly meeting that will be coming off this Sunday to discuss a few ideas that we have. One is to adapt our chapter constitution. The assembly can decide to adapt it. The constitution is online with them. Everybody's reviewing it, and they will provide their comments. And we are supposed to take into consideration whatever feedback that they provide. So we are not acting in isolation. The voices of all comrades and the Pro Forum Russia is heard, regardless of who you are, whether you are holding a leadership position or not.
All right, nicely put and said. I know that when I say introduce yourself, I was expecting you to say you're a research fellow, you're a CEO, because I get that all that like you do all that. So how do you balance like the demands of work with your personal life?
Yeah, so this of course, I am into so many things aside from being the chairperson of the NDC Pro Forum Russia. I work with the Higher School of Economics, mostly known as HFC University, as a research fellow. I also work with the Equator as the regional director for the West African sub-region. And Equator is actually a subsidiary of KESAREF, which is the biggest government relation and public affairs firm here in Russia and also in the entire Eurasia. Also work with the Center for Public Diplomacy. And last month rather, we opened our office, our center in Ghana, which is operational now. We have people who are stationed in Ghana and working in this office. And I am
So
the
what does
CEO.
this office do? Why do you guys think it's necessary to open it in Ghana?
It's basically for humanitarian purposes, how to have humanitarian activities and also cultural and art exchange between Russia and African countries. So we've been doing that in various countries, especially in Mali, in Niger, in Burkina, in Burundi, and many other countries. And this was the time for Ghana because I cannot be working with them without, having our share. One of the responsibilities of the Pro Forum is to ensure that we bring in business also to the country, because the government or the president made it clear during his inaugural speech that Ghana is open for business. So whatever we can do to bring business from the diaspora to the country, we have to do that. So this is something I do, and also the CEO of and co-founder of InOut Group, which is
Yeah,
a
in-house research group, what do you guys do?
We are basically into research. It's a research consultancy, so we assist professionals, students, or people in academia and even corporate organizations in conducting series of research activities, more or less like, for example, we do things in the corporate world, like conducting of feasibility studies, proposals, and also, training students or professionals on data analysis and many other things as far as research is concerned. Even though it is known as a research firm, we have other subsidiaries under it. So we have the in-house digital, which is basically in charge of the IT part, and we also have the architecture part, where we handle series of other activities of architecture, structural design, and many other things. Yeah.
All right. So with that, let's just go on a break. We're going to be right back. You can take a water break and we'll definitely come back. And just know that our viewers may have questions that you will have to answer as well. Yes. All right. So the program is Time with Frances, live on Twitch, on satellite, Facebook, YouTube, and links are all on Today Ghana News TV, and also on our social channel, Hing FM 93.5 at Ahing and Ma in the Eastern region, Kings Radio in Accra, Jeffrey Ma, and TV at the world. Shout out to you guys. In OT region, Second Information Center at Tatale, Northern Ghana, at the Lema Community Information Center, at Nkwanta and Fence TV at Aflo in the Volta region. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and everyone all over the world, wherever you're streaming from. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host, TimeWithFrances. So prepare your questions. Question and answer time. Don't come late, don't write late, so that you get your questions to be read first, okay? So I'm going on a break. We'll be right back after this. Stick and stay.
So today we launch your top fans on Today Ghana News TV, and we want all the viewers and listeners across the globe to tune in all the time. We're calling everybody, call your brother, call your sister to tune in all the time and be watching great, amazing prizes from today. So keep watching Ghana News TV.
Hello, abusiafo. Centrica ewo niema papa ma edimechi ne nkwohwe. Sebani signature sentence so a Centrica ewo homai ebano shade so a Fry Centrica ewo 027 0042568 and 0552 837247. Centrica follow no ewo TikTok social media handles ninyina. TikTok eye Queen Jenna 618 and ne Centrica say all your good smell and all your fragrance, we got you covered. Centrica ewo in Sawam off Accra Road ne so wa frɛ na begu screen yi so you know fin shao obe deliver ma kama ene kwesi December we your rani promo ne obeto bi obeche o perfume baako.
Welcome to the Pretty Unisex Salon, where beauty meets confidence. At the Pretty, we bring out the best in you with our professional services like stylish braiding, elegant fixing of weave-on, relaxing pedicure, stunning acrylic nails, flawless makeup, gentle hair washing, and perfect touch-ups to keep you glowing. Step into the Pretty Unisex Salon today. Your beauty, our passion. We are right located at Agboba Ashoman Road, close to Gold Avenue School. You can equally call us on 0240-796422 or 0261-740678 to book your appointment. The Pretty Unisex Salon. Good, look good and feel good.
Don't miss a beat, stay tuned tight. The best of the best, shining bright. Tune in now, it's not a game. Today Ghana News, it's your clan. Time with Francis, a unique delight. Don't miss the magic, shining bright. Tune in and see the best of the best. Today Ghana News, you'll be impressed. And every week, a new adventure. Francis Jalil, we're ready. From the beach to the dance floor. Don't miss a beat, stay.
Today Ghana News TV, we are the masters of the game.
Welcome back to the show, Time with Frances. I am your host. My name is Frances Ja. And let me just say this, Time with Frances is brought to you by Centrica. Okay, if you want original perfume, you like my look, you do? Yes, you want to ship like this, just contact them, okay? They have everything original, they ship worldwide in Ghana, so just hit them up on TikTok and Instagram, Centrica, okay? And they got you covered. All right, so before the break, I told you guys is question and answer. If you're new, know that here is an interactive show, so we want to interact with our guests. And today's guest is an NDC performer in Russia. Mika, welcome back. I hope I got it right this time, Mika.
You still didn't get it right, but it's fine.
Okay, all right. My people are already like bombarding me with questions. All right, thank you so much, Brache. Brache is asking. Okay, Brache is saying, I'm watching and listening from Ahengma. Comrade is a smooth and intelligent talker. Okay, let's go. Is that you? Your comrade?
Of course, he's part of us. Once he says comrades, I understand.
Right, okay, so I think you understand.
Thank you, comrades, yeah.
And Buffy Frimpong, Buffy is saying, good evening, Frances. Good evening to you, Frimpong. Kindly ask him, is he happy with the level of appointment? Is he happy with the level of appointments in government? I am asking about professional from the diaspora watching from Akosinia, Suminya. All right, so that's for you, please.
Yeah, to be honest, we've got a few people from a few comrades from the Pro Forum who have been appointed. Some got ambassadorial appointments. Some also got some CEO appointments and all that. But most definitely would have wished for more, to have more comrades from the Pro Forum being appointed to strategic positions, because we believe that if we have more of the Pro Forum members appointed, then capacity can be built within the Pro Forum. Don't forget, we are saying that we are the professional wing of the Pro Forum, which means that we are the resource base of the party. We are the resource base of the NDC. So the more we have comrades from our professional body appointed in strategic positions, then the more we contribute to the growth and development of the party. So we would have wished for more, but I think it is not over yet, because I've always said this. We're still in a period of appointment. We're still in a season of appointment. Until we attain a year and a half, people will always be appointed. So what we need to do is to advocate for more. But I think if you ask of my candid opinion, a lot of the Pro Forum comrades across the diaspora have not been given,
But why is that? Why is that? What's the problem? Why didn't they? Why were they not appointed?
Like I said earlier, some of them have been appointed. It is the responsibility, I believe that it is the responsibility of the Pro Forum members, the Pro Forum comrade, to advocate for more. And this starts from our leadership. Once we got somebody who's been appointed, you see, we are not,
Sorry, yeah, you said advocate for more. How are you guys going to do that for that
that's
to
what
happen? Because there are more space, there are more seats, there are more appointees, but you have to put things in place for you guys to be appointed. So
that's
what
what
what are you trying to fix to change that?
that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. That we have some of our comrades, senior comrades, who have been appointed.
Okay.
It is our hope that those senior comrades could advocate for more. And how can they do that? Now, I think that we are all looking up. The problem with many of us is that we are all looking to be appointed in big positions. But for example, if they appoint a Pro Forum member as a CEO somewhere, there's a board in that particular company or that particular institution. That particular comrade should ensure that we have 2 or 3 of the Pro Forum members in that particular board, or even employed in technical positions, because the Pro Forum members are not just politicians. We are people with expertise. I'm a political scientist. So
Okay.
aside from, my main thing I do, I'm a political scientist. Politics is part of it, but that's secondary. So we have people with special expertise that could be put on certain positions, and that is what we should have been looking for. So I think that what we can do is to dialogue more with the government or with the people in charge, to let them understand the role we play, because we are strategic. We have been incorporated into the party. We are part and parcel of it, but we need to speak up. We need to let them understand the need for us to be given opportunity to contribute to the growth of the party. And this can be done through our leadership, and especially those who have been given positions already can advocate for us, for some of us to be put under some board, some kind of institution, or even some technical directorate, not necessarily given a political appointment. And we can start from there, and they get to see the work we do, and then they will give us the bigger roles. But to be honest, we are not satisfied with appointments so far. But that is what we have. So we have
Well, you need to change it. When you don't like something, you have to change it. That's why I believe for them to see you guys, there need to be some changes also from you guys to prove to
yes.
them that these people are ready for this kind of position. Don't you think?
The most important thing for me as a person is that the government has a certain agenda to do, a certain role to play. People are appointed based on their expertise whatsoever to contribute to certain parts of the economy. Now, if we have some members of the Pro Forum that have been appointed, the question is, what can they do to get the rest of the Pro Forum members that we think have the expertise to also contribute? Don't forget, the government communicate to us through the leadership of the National Pro.
Okay.
And the leadership of the National Pro Forum, I think, have a role to play in ensuring that we have a good number of the comrades from the Pro Forum that across the diaspora to be appointed. And like I said, not necessarily the kind of appointment we are talking about, but if we have one person as a CEO, there's a board there. There are technical directors there that a technocrat can be appointed. So these are some of the things we should look out for if we are not just getting the huge kind of appointment that we're asking for. The bottom line is we are working for the collective good of the country and also the party. We may not be satisfied, but I think we should not lose hope because we are still in a season of appointment.
Oh,
Anything can.
fingers crossed. So we are hoping maybe they can appoint you. Who knows? You can be appointed.
Well, why
All
not?
right,
Amen.
so from my TV, it's a powerful show and say today's interview is your best so far. Oh, really? Thank you. Okay. I didn't know like this is only my best. But I appreciate thank you guys. I appreciate the honesty. And Kweku is saying, please, he said his uncle's who is a politician is his mentor, but he failed to mention or acknowledge him. Watching from Suhum in the Eastern region. So please acknowledge your uncle because I think you need to do that.
Maybe I did because I didn't want to mention his name, but I said I learned a lot
All
from
right,
him.
if you don't do what I mean, but
He's,
yeah, we say it as a tease though, but we don't want
of
to like
course,
make you
he
uncomfortable and
knows
all that.
he knows himself. He's my mentor, Dr. Michael Wombegu. I say shout out to you. We kind of seem to be on a different side of the political divide, but we agree to
Why so?
disagree
Why so?
most of the times. But I learned so much from him because he taught me resilience and how never to give up, not only in politics, but in everything. I grew up from him. He took care of me most part of my life. And up to date, he's always advising me and talking to me on what I could do to make things right, even whether political or academic or whatever. But one thing that stood out is the fact that he taught me never to give up. Regardless of whatever you do, there's always an opportunity in every challenge that you face. And that's one thing I took from him, from his personal life. He never gives
So
up on anything that he wants to do.
do you guys, like both of you, do you agree sometimes or you disagree, you banter a bit with him?
No, we don't banter that much, but we we learn from each other. I guess that's the best thing I could say. We learn from each other, and because he has been in politics for quite some time before me, he understands most of the things much better. So he's able
Is he
to
also
explain.
an NDC or an NDP?
No, he belongs to the other side, but
Yes, we should understand. It's everywhere. All
no,
right,
no,
but it's one Ghana at and that's the most important thing at the end of the
exactly.
day. Okay, so
But
Mavis is saying,
he has the ideologies of NDC. He's not MPP. He's from PNC, but
oh,
he believes in the ideologies of NDC, of course. So it's not a problem.
okay. All right, so Mavis is saying, kudos, Frances. Thank you so much, Mavis. Your best okay, so you guys like the politics. All right, so that means I should be bringing more politicians on my show because everybody's saying the best interview so far. And your guest also very good. Thank you. Watching with the family from Lisbon. Thank you so much, Mavis. And Nana is saying, good afternoon. Okay, good afternoon there. Watching from Totally, of course, Northern Ghana people. Greetings from Sekina Information Center. Okay, shout out to all of you guys from there. And we have Robert, of course. Good evening, Robert. Beautiful setup and good line of questions. And the guest is also doing justice to the questions. Yes, we bring you guys nothing but the best. Good job, Frances. Watching from Paris. Yes, of course, Paris. Shout out to all of you there. Sika is saying, I love today's show. Very mature and interesting discussion. Good job, Frances. Watching from Jomoponia Kufuradia. Thank you, guys. Okay. Everybody likes today's show. I appreciate. Kwesi is saying, today, France is on full. Okay, Frances is on full flight. Great show. Watching from an Anglo town, Kufuradia. Shout out to all of you from Kufuradia, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we have Lady saying good evening. I'm watching from St. Petersburg. Good evening to you too. Okay, Russia, your people.
Yeah.
How can one join the Pro Forum watching on Twitch?
Yeah, very good question. The Pro Forum is open to all and sundry from across, especially, for example, if you want to join the Pro Forum Russia chapter and you live or work in Russia here, you just need to reach out to us. We have our email, or I could give you a contact, our general secretary. You contact our general secretary, they will, ask you some questions or do some form of assessment, and you will be formally.
Maybe you should put out your social media handle out there, so in case somebody want to contact
Yeah,
you.
for sure, I could do that, and anybody who is interested could contact me. So, if you on Facebook is my cousin, on Instagram is Micah_Zing, on what do you call it? IG on I don't. TikTok is my cousin also, but not so active for sure. On LinkedIn, you can also find me on my cousin. All social media networks, it's just my cousin.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. So Tijan C is saying proud of SARS. Keep it going. Thank you so much. Yeah, I clock that. I see that. All right. I want to ask you some of the challenges. For myself, wow, very smart and intelligent young man. That's to you. Let's talk about challenges and opportunities Okay, I'm coming back to the question, please, guys, because I need to ask this particular question. Okay, so just keep your questions coming in. I will come back to question and answer. I promise you. All right, so what are some of the most significant challenges facing your organization and how do you plan to address them? Aside the fact that you've talked about the appointments for, like, if there are others, can we, let's air it so that in case people, whoever is listening, you guys can try to like fix it.
Yeah, thank you. I would say generally one of the key or significant challenge that we face is the issue of resources. Resources, when I say resources, I'm talking about financial resources. Because as a pro forum, we need to build the capacity of our members. And in building the capacity of our members, we need to invest in them. And to invest in them, sometimes you have to sponsor scholarships, you have to sponsor training programs, because we are not just part of the party. We have to contribute to certain contribute some form of expertise to the party. And to do that, we need to be trained, regardless of the degree that you have. There are certain trainings that we need to go through. Communication training, you need to be trained on certain kind of stuff, and we need resources to conduct some of this training. Apparently, most of the wings, the chapters do not have enough funding because we depend on our members. And I don't know about other countries, but in Russia, most of our members are, masters and PhD students and all that. So you know how student life is. It's quite difficult to contribute huge amount of money to support the party. But we kind of struggle a bit on that. And so that's number one challenge. I also think aside from that, the issue has to do with the synergy between us as a pro forum wing and the national executive. Sometimes you have programs, you want to put on board some of the national executive, aside from not just the pro forum executive. I'm talking about the national party, the NDC party. You need the executive of some of them. It's quite difficult to connect with some of them because you need to pass through a third hand and all that. Some of us are privileged that we know a few people who also know some of them. But I guess some of the pro forum chapters, it's not easy to get through the national offices. And
but it's not supposed to be like that because it's a body. You guys are supposed to work together.
That's what I'm saying. So this shouldn't be a challenge, but it appears to be a challenge because I don't know. National executives are different from the NDC Pro Forum executives, but we all work for the collective good for the party, or collective good of the party.
Exactly. So the point
it shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem, but it appears to be a little problem, which we're fixing. For my side, I don't see much of a bigger problem because I know I could contact the national executive and they will get them for me. What about those who are unable to contact the national executive upfront?
Have you guys reached out to them to say that we need to reach this thing because we need to reach you guys?
Of course, we talk about it daily, and I don't fault them all the time. I don't fault them 100% because they also have responsibilities to play for the national party and some kind of work and all that. But I think we should find some priorities in our line of duty such that that this particular wing contributes to the growth of the party. If they need you, then you avail yourself to assist them. So these are two key problems. And I think our members, as a pro forum, when we need to grow our members, both at home and even abroad. Why? Because the membership is not just about increasing the numbers, but it's about the contribution that these numbers will have on the pro forum. And by effect, on the national party as well. So these are the three key things I think we should do, aside from the appointment this we discussed, which is key. It is very important, not necessarily just appointment, but finding opportunities. It could be job opportunities, it could be scholarship opportunities for pro forum members to grow and build our capacity. That's the number one thing, because without our ability to build our capacity and also earn something to contribute to the party, both financially and intellectually, we don't have we are of no use to the party. So we need these opportunities in order to grow, to contribute to the party.
All right. I hope they hear you and try to fix some of these things as well.
Yeah.
So What are some of the opportunities like collaboration or partnership with other organizations or stakeholders? Do you
Yeah,
guys have that?
yeah. With regards to our wing, the Russian chapter, we've had the opportunity to, have close communication with uh, our past president. May his soul rest in peace, Honorable Sampiale, who passed away last year. We had the opportunity to get close to the Secretary General, who is now the ambassador of Ghana to Russia, and they connected us to a series of people and also institutions back home. So, in terms of collaborations, we can say that we have some contacts, close contact with the national executive. When it comes to the diaspora here in Russia, we've also been able to position ourselves in such a way that uh, Russian institutions, both academic and business institutions, can identify us. So we kind of position ourselves to be like the bridge between Ghana and Russia, where we are able to lead Russian businesses to Ghana. So this comes as a form of collaborations because we lead some of them, then we can also solicit for some support from them to support us in our programs here in Russia. And I personally have had the opportunity to travel with a series of businessmen and women to Ghana based
From Russia.
from Russia, yeah. And that has been great. It's been welcome, and some of them have been able to register their companies in Ghana. I can speak about three. They are already working in Ghana, and
Wow.
so that's an achievement. I think we are doing well. We also are working in contact now with our new ambassador to ensure that we open our doors for more Russian businesses, legit businesses that are interested to work in Ghana.
Yeah,
Aside
I just feel this part of Europe hasn't really, most of them I don't get that opportunity to go to the countries because probably because they don't even know like what can they do or who to connect, you know. So I think you're good, you're doing a very great job there, and just keep it up. I
Thank
know
you.
now why you're the chairman.
Oh, thank you. So we do that a lot, even together with the embassy, because we are privileged to, be connected to certain category of Russians who are interested in business. Some are key political officers, and all that, who are able to also expose us to other members. So for me, the main thing is, as a pro forum, aside from professional development, the key goal for us is to contribute to the research agenda, which is by bringing businesses, Russian businesses that are interested to work in Ghana, and provide them the platform, the enabling environment for them to work. And we've been doing that, and we want to do that more. Now that we even have our comrade as the ambassador, we want to do that together with him, because even with him, they will have more trust and even more transparency in doing business with us.
Okay, so this is gonna be just a fun question. We've been talking politics, CEO, research. Let's just give it a break. If you are to be the president of Ghana, let's say you have to be His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for a day, what is it that you will change?
Oh, this is a difficult question, but I think my answer might be quite simple and easy, but I think deep down it is an interesting answer that we should all think about. I think if I would change something, I would change the entitlement of political officers.
You will change it.
The entitlement of political officers.
Oh, okay.
The office that you sit in is not your personal belongings. That's why when you go there, you have photos of past officers who have worked there before.
Yeah.
So when you get there and feel big, then you begin to ignore calls. You begin to ignore people who have even contributed to bringing you to that particular position. The day something happened and you got there, people voted for you, people appointed you, and you got there. Another day is coming, you are going to exit that office, and the people you were ignoring, the entitlement that you have will be taken away from you, and you have to go back to the grassroots. How will you relate with these people that you ignore? So if I have the opportunity, that spirit of entitlement should be taken away from national officers. You are not a demigod. You are there to serve. Leadership means service. So not to be, become a lord over your servant. So if I get the opportunity, that's the first thing to do. to ensure that you feel as ordinary as any other person in the country, not just to feel so big that people cannot even talk to you. I think that's not so good. It's not only Ghana, it is a problem of many African countries. So
Yes, I mean it's politics, so it's cut across all over.
yeah,
It's mostly the case.
we have the opportunity to move with. I've traveled a couple of times to different countries. You are able to move with. You enter the same metro. You enter. It's. I'm not saying it should be so easy for you to access any kind of political officer, but it shouldn't also be too difficult for you to talk to somebody that you work with. I think that's
No,
not so.
I just feel like if you've gone through the process and you get there, because just imagine somebody would go the whole day, spend time there waiting for you, and eventually went through the right channel, get there, and now they said you're going for lunch. Like, that's so annoying.
And that's why I said sometimes politicians, I don't know, we don't learn. Excuse my language. When we're in opposition, we learn a lot. Every political party, when we're in opposition, we learn a lot. We begin to, assess ourselves. Then we know that, okay, we didn't do this right. We could do it. And we begin to reach out to people. And the moment we come into power, then we forget that the very reasons that took us to opposition, we forgot until we are back to opposition again.
It's easy to fault someone when you're on the other side.
Yeah, so I'm saying. So I hope we don't fall. The current NDC government don't fall victim to.
I hope so too, because I mean, you guys came with so much energy, so much.
And I know.
So we're watching. We the people are watching you guys. We're watching you guys so closely.
Of course, the president and the presidency definitely will put all officers in line if they get to know that this is the behavior you have. For sure, they will do that, and they made us to understand that nobody is going to, be just given the free role to do whatever you like. The question is whether they will get to know about some of the pockets of behaviors that could be different from what we believe in. But I hope that many of the officers will not begin to behave this way. I hope so.
Well, we hope so too. All right, so you can send your questions now, guys. I will take time and read them. So if we have more questions, you're going to say yes. Yami is saying good afternoon, watching from Nkwanta in the OT region. Good afternoon to you too, my dear. All right, so Helen is saying me and 9 others are also watching from Moscow. Okay, so I think you guys are watching you from Moscow. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's Time with Frances. The program is live at Twitch and satellite, Facebook, YouTube, Linkso, and Today Ghana News TV. We're also live on our social channel, Hing FM 93.5. At Hinghengma in the Eastern region, Kings Radio in Accra, Jeffrema TV at the Wara Wara in OT region, Second Information Center at Tatale, Northern Ghana, at Alema Community Information Center at Nkwantan Fans TV at the Flow in the Volta region. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, we have a question, but let me go on this break, Mitch, please. I will be right back. Yeah, we'll take some few questions and then we'll wrap it up for today. Thank you guys for sticking and staying. Don't go in. Okay, go and take a water break or a coffee or tea and come back, okay? I'll see you in a bit.
Don't miss a beat, stay tuned tight. The best of the best, shining bright. Tune in now, it's not a game. Today Ghana News, it's your clan. Time with Francis, a unique delight. Don't miss the magic, shining bright. Tune in and see the best of the best. Today Ghana News, you'll be impressed. And every week, a new adventure. Francis Jalil, we're ready. From the beach to the dance floor.
Hello, abusiafo. Centrica ewo niema papa ma edimechi ne nkwohwe. So eba ne signature sentence so a Centrica ewo homai eba no shades and so a fresh Centrica ewo 027 0042568 and 0552 837247. Centrica follow no ewo TikTok social media handles nyina. TikTok eye Queen Jenna 618 and ne Centrica say all your good smell and all your fragrance, we got you covered.
Africa unite, 'cause the children wanna go home. Yeah.
Greetings, my name is Ras Mubarak. I'm a former member of parliament in Ghana. On the 18th of August, we're going to begin a very historic journey. A journey driving through 39 African countries that's going to take us well over 4 months, driving for 600 hours, over 40,000 kilometers. And this initiative is endorsed by the government of Ghana. Why are we doing this? We want our continent to unite, and we want our people in Africa to be able to travel within Africa without visa restrictions. You see, Africa has enormous potential beyond anybody's imagination. And if we are united as one people, one continent, if there are no restrictions for us to travel to each other's country, you have no idea what we can achieve together. The economic benefits are enormous. You know, the cultural exchanges, the opportunity to, study and learn and tour and see each other's country is just amazing. And so we want you, my friends, to support this. And we appeal to African governments to support the initiative so that together we can make Africa visa-free now.
Africa unite, 'cause the children wanna go home. Yeah.
Okay, welcome back. Yes, I also went on a break. Okay, I need to hydrate myself. All right, so the program is Time with Frances. It's live at Twitch, on satellite, Facebook, YouTube, and links. So all on TodayGhanaNews TV. We're also live on our social channel on Hingafm 93.5 at Kenyangma in the Eastern region. King's Radio in Accra, Jaframa TV at the Warrora, in OT Region, Sekina Information Center at Tatalay, Northern Ghana, at the Lema Community Information Center at Nkwanta and Fans TV, also at Aflo, in the Volta region. Okay, so yes, today, Time with Frances, we have a guest, and he is the chairman of the embassy platform in Russia. We get to talk politics, everything about, the forum. And he was able to, answer all the questions. So we have a question from Mitch. Mitch is saying, good afternoon, watching from Maryland, USA. Good afternoon to you, my dear. Watching the military political changes that are taking place in Africa, especially in the likes of Ibrahim Traore, what have you learned from that as a young person?
Well, that's an interesting question. Let me answer the question this way. I remember I was there at the inauguration of President Mohammed's inauguration this year. I was at that place myself when they invited, when it was time for Traore to, and his team to greet the president. Everybody was excited. People started giving him a lot of fans. They were cheering him up. But others, they didn't do that. And it gave me a certain signal that people are tired of the everyday excuses, the routine, or the understanding of politics for the African person. And so people will react. People will take the law to their own hands. People will want to do something if you begin to misbehave, if you begin to see that power makes you, power becomes more like a family property. So, but one important thing I learned from that is that the behavior, or let's say the issue of neocolonialism still exists, and people are tired of neocolonialism. So, as a young politician, it's telling us that we cannot continue to be like underdogs or be serving powers of the so-called uh, political powers or huge economies. We have to, do things on our own way. We have to understand our own circumstances and our own problems and use our own solutions to solve that. And that is exactly what Traore is doing. And Africa is actually learning from what he's doing. Of course, many people are not happy that he's a military leader, but people are also happy with the initiatives he's putting across in the country. So, as a young person growing, trying to learn and grow in my political career, one thing that I've, kept in my life as a leader is to ensure that you don't see power or you don't become power drunk. You don't just taste power and want to maintain in power. There's time for everything. The time is there for you to come in and there's a time for you to exit. A good dancer is someone who knows when to stop and when to get in. So that's one good thing I've learned. And also, we should not just be waiting for so-called economic powers to feed us with everything. We have the capacity to do everything we want. Africa is one of the continents that could be rich in any way because we have all the resources, yet we are the poorest. So we should rely on our own resources to solve our own problem if we want to be seen as sovereign. Because now there's no any other African country that can just boldly say that this country is sovereign. No, we are all still relying on the support of various powers, which is not good for me.
Okay, that's well said. So, what are your advice to youth out there who wants to be a leader, not only a politician, but a leader like yourself? So, what's you said you work on yourself, you prepare yourself to be here. So, if you can share one or two things that you did, maybe somebody also wants the same thing but wouldn't know how to go about it.
Yeah, I think as young people, we should learn to to learn from others, and we should be patient enough. Uh, in leadership, we all want to be heard. There's always process for you, even just like the seed. There's a time where when you sow, nobody claps for the seed. Nobody cares about it. It struggles underneath till it grows, and when it's harvest, people harvest and they begin to be happy. So you have to go through the process as a young person. Don't be in hurry. Don't just get up and say, "Oh, today people are leaders. I want to also be a leader." You have to learn first. You have to try to do the little things that nobody would want to do, even if it is class prophet, even if it is course rep, even if it is they call it a NSS leader, anything. All those things prepare you because you face huge challenges being a student leader or even leading a small group. You learn from those challenges. People begin to teach you some few things, and you can grow to get to some greater height. So this is what I would say for young people. We should be patient. We should be ready to learn, and we should not see the problem with many of us, including myself. I'm not pushing myself out. Young people now, we believe that politics is the place for us to amass wealth. So we don't enter into politics now because we want to serve, but
You
because
can't blame them, can you?
yeah, because we think it is a shortcut to becoming very rich within a certain point of period of time. And I'm happy that the government is, chasing people who have embezzled funds or maybe done wrong one way or the other. Because politicians are not supposed to be rich. Of course, they're supposed to be okay, but not extremely rich. For wherever you got the money from, you have to account for it. If you're a businessman or whatever, you have to account for it. But you cannot just complete university and enter into politics, and the next year you have a huge mansion or you have everything you want in life. That is questionable. So our idea should not be that we should go into politics because we want to make money, but we should go into politics because we want to serve. And this is what I can say.
All right. Thank you so much for that. I am happy that he said, don't go into politics because you want to be rich, okay? Because now you will have to show for it, like where the money comes from. You can't be a millionaire 1 minute and the next minute you be a billionaire when you become a politician. That's not going to work. So, all right. Thank you so much. Micah, I Oh, can we get him back? Is it gone already? Okay, thank you so much for that. I had a good time talking to you, and I'm sure my guests and my viewers also do had a good time talking to you. We will do this again because I have a lot of questions, but it's just that I'm already my time is fast spent because I decided today to take more questions from my viewers because all this while I've not been doing that. So today I give them the time, but I have more questions. So I'm sure we will find time again to do this for sure. But thank you. Thank you for making time and spending time with me and also the show Time with Frances. We really, really appreciate that.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Let me say shout out to my comrades here in
Okay.
Russia, the NDC Pro Forum, especially my able executives and the rest of the comrades. And also shout out to our ambassador, Dr. Steve Kumar, who is our ambassador now. I'm sure he's watching or he's listening wherever he is. We are proud of him and the appointment he's got so far, and we hope to work together as a team. And shout out to you and the rest of the listeners watching. And my constituency in Upper East, Talisi District. I greet all my executives and members over there. Thank you.
All right. So before you go, I want to ask you this: if you were not in, let me don't say politics, if you're not in leadership of any sort, what else do you like to do? What else will you be doing?
I have a passion for teaching. So basically, I teach. I like to teach, especially at the higher level. So even being politics, like I said, it is leadership is something I do, but I spend much time in lecturing, in conducting research. These are things that I have passion for, not necessarily because of the money I get from it, but it is something I like to do. So I would be a lecturer. I would be a researcher because it affords me time to do extra activities like business consulting, data analytics and all that. So I would be a lecturer.
You're so young and you do all those things. Like, do you have any like social life or you don't?
Of course, I find fun in everything that I do. No matter how busy I am, I try to create some particular, amount of time for fun.
So what's fun for you? When you say fun? What's it?
Playing and watching football,
Oh.
traveling,
Okay.
some beautiful places just to rest. It's a good thing for me, and I do
Yeah.
it all the time, regardless of how busy I am. I didn't mention that I'm also a PhD candidate. So aside from work, I study. I'm finished. I'm wrapping up with my PhD, so it's not.
Yeah, I know you're a student as well. You do a lot. Well, all the best in your endeavors and everything that you do. I wish you all the best. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me let you go because I know you're busy. So thank you once again. I really appreciate you coming. All right. So the program Time with Frances is shown every Friday. You all know that. So join me again next week Friday. I will be here. All right. So the show is sponsored by Centrica. Centrica is they deal in original perfumes, original sunglasses, sunshades, oil perfumes. Just get Centrica on Instagram and on TikTok, okay? They'll deliver to you. They deliver worldwide. They're in Ghana, but they deliver the best and nothing but the best. That's your plug. So get them. If you like what I'm wearing, you get it there and more. Okay, so thank you guys so much for joining me on the show. I'll see y'all next week, same time. Good evening.
Don't miss a beat, stay tuned tight. The best of the best, shining bright. Tune in now, it's not a game. Today Ghana News, it's your clan. Time with Frances, a unique delight. Don't miss the magic, shining bright. Tune in and see the best of the best. Today Ghana News, you'll be impressed. And every week a new adventure, Frances Jolin. miss a beat, stay tuned.